I heard that Stephen Hawking said that we all live in a subjective reality. And I think it's fascinating that such a high level physicist who studies science would say that we don't live in an objective reality. There is no objective reality. We all live in a subjective one. And to me, it makes sense because we all live through our senses, right? We experience the world through our five senses. You could say six or seven if you want, sure, fine. But it's subject to the interpretation of our brains, right? It's conditioned by our past experiences. And it makes it incredibly unique, right? Everybody's perspective, perception, and understanding of the world is going to be very unique. And so I have no qualms, with what Mr. Stephen Hawking was saying. I didn't come here to refute anything, but it's really interesting to me as somebody who spent years pretending or thinking I didn't have feelings, so suppressing them and not honoring them, not knowing how, not knowing that that was an important part of life. Kind of was trying to study how the world really works. I was trying to understand, and I was trying to remove my biases whenever I would learn something. And I would say to myself, like, okay, those people have that opinion, but that's just their opinion. Like, that's what they think. And I think that's an important part of the next like era in this age that we live in, especially as AI continues to take over content on the internet and things that we are generally going to be seeing every day, like as in news and whatever scrolls, entertainment. It's going to be curated by non-humans, and we're going to hear all kinds of opinions from people and non-people. And I think it's really important that we start to decipher, like, okay, that's what that person said, or that's what that source says. And then decide for ourselves, is that person experiencing that reality where that message is coming to us? Like, noticing how it triggers you and what you feel and what responses it brings about. And that kind of part and parcel or extension of same context as have experiencing and living in a subjective reality. Like, we all live in a subjective reality, and now technology is going to push us even further to challenge how we're interpreting our realities, especially because it's happening so fast. And I think that this general notion can be a superpower. It can be a limiting factor. It just depends how you look at it. Like, everything is on a spectrum. So why not make your subjective reality as amazing and beautiful as you want to? That's something that I've really been working on and trying to teach myself is, well, as long as it's going to be subjective, it might as well be subjectively positive rather than negative. Because when I was in my own head and overthinking everything and getting down on myself about everything, my subjective reality was terrible. And, victim mindset, all that stuff. I didn't enjoy my reality. And now I'm revising that script and just saying, I shall enjoy my reality. I shall make it beautiful. I should make it meaningful to me, etc., etc. Not an easy one for sure, but I think definitely worth talking about and exploring.